from the insurance point of view, to make it faster, just as Miss Nancy said, mostly digitizing the claims or the data makes it far better. Because if you are coming with manual claims where it makes it difficult to even process it, because there are guidelines and ways to vet and scrutinize these claims. If it's coming digitally, what happens is it makes your processes or your vetting process faster, or your scrutinizing faster, and you can pay these facilities on time. On the other hand, we are all supposed to embrace what do you call it, IT solutions or software solutions of digitization. Some of the facilities themselves are also to be blamed, because even though you are even introducing these digitized systems, some of them want to still stick to their old way of bringing claims manually and filling them on paper. And that also makes it delay, because the time you are even going to bring these manual claims by a courier, and the processes is going to take for us to even scrutinize these claims, also delays it. You see, so they also have to look at that side as well. But I think generally for us, the health insurance companies, what we would want to do is that if the data is digitized, it makes the processing faster. Then we can also pay people on time.
It is very difficult to combat or put in place any anti-fraud measures without technology. It's almost next to impossible, because you start with what? The first thing is that most of the insured have a photo ID card. Mm-hmm. So then the provider is supposed to match the picture on the card with the face they are seeing.
Yeah.
Capturing the picture already is some technology, whichever way you look at it. And now you are depending on a human being that this person looks like this person. We have twins, we have lookalikes, we have anything. And when somebody is sick, they don't particularly look at that. So all they can check is what? Is it a valid card? It's not expired, the number is right, and they move on. We've had cases where I go with my friend or sister to the dentist, I do the check-in, and then she walks in there for the treatment.
Yeah.
You understand that even with technology, even with OTP, that will still happen. So you cannot eliminate fraud. Let's get it right. We can only minimize it, but you cannot totally eliminate, because if somebody is decided to game the system, they will game the system. You understand me? So the first thing is that without technology, we're going to put out the photo ID cards for them to compare and all that. That's the barest minimum you can do. We've known from experience that is not really effective. The other thing is to check whether the number is right, is valid, and all that too. There's information on the photo ID card that should correspond with the patient standing in front of you. But again, this is done at the front desk or the record section of the hospital. I don't know how it works in Nigeria. But when you are going into the consulting, you do not take your card with you.